man.
What's
So
up? What's up?
currently in rap, it seems like people just rap and not talking about nothing. So it seems like you like to tell stories or impart your life to us in a poetic way. What made you?
Yeah.
What was your influences in rap coming up?
Um, I've talked about this before. I want to say like DMX, Jay Z, you know, um, rap in general. You know what I mean? Like this is a weird story. I don't think I ever told anyone, but my me and my cousin. It's funny because my mother she used to tell us this, but when we were potty trading, we were sitting on the potty. You know what I mean? As like toddlers watching Yo on TV raps. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And that's like a real story. You know what I mean? It's as far fetched as it sounds. That's a real story. So, like while we're sitting there, we're growing up, we're watching this on TV. And as I'm growing up, I have an older brother, so he was listening to rap music. So I'm hearing classics growing up that I'm not even supposed to hear. Like one of my favorite albums is Doggy Style. You know what I mean? I'm not supposed to hear that. That shit came out in '92. You know what I mean? I was born in '86. You do the math, man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
kids ain't supposed to be listening to that type of stuff, but that's just that's the type of stuff that I feel like molded me as a rapper. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm a traditional rapper, but I rap on trap beats. I love boom bap. I mean, eventually I want to make a full album like that. You know what I mean? With boom bap beats, but right now I'm just going with what feels right at the moment. You know?
That's what's up,
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, MTV raps when you was a little
definitely.
toddler.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, so what age were you when you was like, man, I can rap. I'm gonna be a rapper, or not? You're gonna be a
Oh,
rapper, but you want to start writing raps.
so I started writing when I was in. I want to say the first time I realized I could rhyme. I want to say this. We said this on the first or the second episode, Ralph. I want to say it was
Yeah.
fourth grade. I realized I could rhyme. You know what I mean? Like we were writing poetry, and it was easy. It was just like boom, boom, boom. But I didn't start writing until I was like probably like junior, sophomore in high school. I think a junior, really. That's when I was writing raps, but I didn't start recording until I was 18. But I was writing in high school.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
So right in high school. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, you released it during COVID. You know, you said
Mm-hmm.
during the Indian summertime or whatever. So did you have any reservations of releasing it? Like, were you like, man, it's during COVID, like it's a lot going on. Like, are people gonna be receptive of it because of all this, all this going on and everything, or like, were you just like, nah, I'm just gonna like it got to come out now, like during this time?
I definitely had a time that I wanted to release it, but you gotta think like a year ago. We thought it was Armageddon, really. Like we didn't know what the fuck was going on, really. So I was like, damn, I need to get this out
You just want to, yeah, put it
because I
out.
don't want to sit on it. Like I said, I already sat on it for a whole year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had plans on just where I was gonna um, like promote it and everything. Things didn't go the way it was supposed to. It was like a domino effect. So what I wanted to do, I was like, it got to a point where I was like, it's either now or never. Or I mean, it could have been after, but I would have missed that time period that I wanted to release that target time period that I wanted to release it. So I just seen it, I shot. You know what I mean? That's what it was. And then I want to say originally, I mean, I released it and it was crickets. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I want to say when I released the other albums, it was like automatically I was getting plays. This one, I feel like this is probably my best work that I've done. I mean, it's my latest, so of course it's going to be my best. But I felt like it didn't get over time. It built up, and people were like they were listening to it and everything. So it was like gradual period. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But yeah, I definitely knew when I wanted to release it.
I was gonna ask. So when you first started writing it, did you know you were setting up as a story as what you were going through, or was it just like one song you wrote something, something about what you were going through? Then like the second one, like, oh, I kind of got something going here. How did it set up into like your darkest hour period when you was writing?
Okay, so every album is like a chapter in my life.
Yep.
At least going back to Lost Soul, everything's been like a chapter. So it was pretty much I was living through it, and then after the months, I writing. expressing my feelings during it or how I went through it. You know what I mean? So, excuse me, just going through it. I mean, I knew. Like I remember, I was in, like I said, I was in the middle of it. I was in the eye of the storm, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be a hell of a story. You know what I mean? I already knew just the way things were just going. I was like, damn, I know I'm gonna write about this because that's what I do. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely like while I'm living it, I'm recording it. You know what I mean?
No fake shit, man. People, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff out here be on some, make believe.
Hey, you know what though? If they're able to do that, they're great storytellers. But I mean, I
That's
feel
true.
like you know what I mean. They have a great imagination. I do too, but my imagination is a little different. You know what I mean? I'm able to put it in the way that I want to put it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just I'm still keeping it a buck when I'm writing. You know what I mean? So
Real talk. Yep.
That's what's up. Hey,
Yeah.
so tell me about your production, man. So, how you go about getting beats, or what beats motivated you to rap to?
okay, um, it's crazy because I was actually making a lot of beats during this time, and I was thinking about using some of mine. Like Ralph, I send you shit that I was doing at that time, and I
Right.
was just like, it's just I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? Like I have a vision of where I want it to be and how I want it to sound, and I felt like I wasn't there yet. So I go on BeatStars. I browse beats daily. Even though I'm about to drop a project. I mean, I just bought some fucking beats like the other day. It's just something that I hear. I like samples. I try to keep it hip hop. You know what I mean? Um, it's something that I like. If it's something that I grew up on, and it's just they sampled it and they flipped it right, because there's tons of beats you hear that are sampled, they don't sound right. You know what I mean? So if it's something that catches my ear and the drums and the bass, everything is like in tune, like it sounds great, then I'm gonna try to flip it. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much like I'll say the succubus beat again. I had that beat since like 2017, maybe 2016, and I wanted to use it, but I couldn't use it because it was like I didn't have a story to really go with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when I had a story, I could flip it. I remember my engineer, shout out to VA Sams in Richmond, Virginia. He even
Shout
said he
out.
was like, "Damn, most niggas wouldn't even know how to use this beat, but you used it perfectly." And it was just that's how that came about.
So when you hear a beat, do you already had a story in mind, or you just you formulate it after you get the beat? Like you hear it, like, yeah, I like that. Then
I vibe
when you
to
had
it
the beat,
first.
you vibe to it.
I vibe to it first, yeah. So I'll play a beat, and I'll play that shit. I'll play it out because by the time I record it, I probably hate the song already. Like that's just how it goes. Like I'm sick of hearing it because I played
Yeah.
so much. I'll play it. I'll sit in my room and I'll just play the beat, or I'll even remember it, and then I'll just play it in my head throughout the day. And that's normally how I really write. Really, I'll have it and I'll have some shit I wrote down, and then I'll just kind of just keep on going, just playing it in my head, and that's pretty much how I come up with the stories. I mean, like I said, the stories are there. It's just how I say it, how I write it down or how I want to express it.
I can keep you with the best if you just fuck with me. I can keep you with the best. I'm gonna keep you. I can keep you with the best if you just fuck with me. I can keep you with the best. I'm gonna treat you. I can keep you with the best. Eating good, shopping sprees. I can keep you with the best. Give you what you want. I can keep you with the best if you just fuck with me. I can keep you with the best. I'm that nigga.